Hi, this is Noel Clarke here with Sean Evans, and you're watching Back to the Movies.
Joining us today on Back to the Movies is a guest who needs no introduction, BAFTA award-winning actor Noel Clarke. How are you today, Noel?
I'm good, how are you?
Yeah, I'm not too bad, thanks. It was just a question that I wanted to ask you, really, before we start the interview. Now, after England's dismal performance in the World Cup and America putting up one hell of a fight the other night, who are you now sticking up for in the World Cup, or which team do you feel could go on to win the tournament?
I'm not sure. I quite like Colombia, to be honest.
Yeah, they're playing some good football at the moment, aren't they?
Yeah, they are. I'd love to see it. Firstly, I definitely want to see a new team get the cup. I quite like the thought of that. But yeah, I like what Colombia's doing. So I'd love to see them do it.
Yeah, I heard the other day their striker Rodriguez, Man United were about to sign him for $5 million a few years ago, and with me being a United fan, I feel kind of disappointed now because he's one hell of a player.
I know, now it cost about 75 probably.
Exactly. So I mean, in a nutshell, can you give us an overview of what The Anomaly is all about?
The Anomaly is about an ex-soldier called Ryan Reeve who wakes up in the back of a van with a kidnapped child, rescues the child, and then realises he was more to do with the kidnapping than he thought, and has 9 minutes and 47 seconds to figure out what's going on, at which point he blacks out. And then the film is told in the 9-minute 47-second segments every time Ryan wakes up.
Wow, that's fantastic. That doesn't leave him much time. I mean, 9 minutes and 47 seconds. I mean, what could you get done in 9 minutes and 47 seconds?
Well, probably a fair bit, actually. I mean, yeah, I work pretty hard, so I'm sure I could get some stuff done in that time.
Okay, I'll take your word for that one. I mean, the film itself is classed as an independent, but yet it has a studio feel about it. I mean, the special effects, the futuristic gadgets, guns, equipment. I mean, what steps did you take to create a blockbuster feel on such an independent budget?
Well, I'm glad you think that. I mean, we just had ambition. We just wanted to make sure that we shot it in a way that would make the film feel bigger than it was, and that's what we did. So, it's a case of learning where to put the money. Over the years, we've done quite a few films at a lower budget, and we kind of realized that, we can punch above our weight, and so that's what we do.
Yeah, it definitely came across. I mean, you're looking at it, I was thinking straight away, this is definitely a 20 to 30 million pound flick, and then I saw the budget, I was like, okay, maybe not, but it looks like, I mean, at least you're doing it. That's fantastic. I mean, do you feel as though independent film is now kind of taking centre stage in the film industry? I mean, it seems people are starting to back away from Hollywood and all their kind of CGI, and people are kind of truly appreciating indie film and respecting.
Well, they're definitely not backing away from Hollywood, because that's what it's all about, really, in terms of film production. But 100% indie film is definitely doing what it does. It's definitely making a mark. The Fault in Our Stars recently. I mean, I know it's probably still studio, but it's a low budget studio film. Really did well. And so, independent film is getting stronger and stronger. I've always been a fan of independent film, though. It's really the kind of stuff that I've always liked. So I'm happy about it.
Yeah, I feel exactly the same way. It seems with independent film, they always create something that's more relatable to an audience. It's more intriguing than the constant stuff that's churned out all the time by Hollywood. It's always something. It's like working with family, I always find.
Yeah.
I mean, it is. The Anomaly, I mean, you're not only just starring in the movie, but you're directing it now. How did you manage to juggle both jobs around? I'm curious to know how on earth you can direct yourself on set. I mean, how does that work, and how difficult is it to make sure you're in the shot and not always behind the camera?
Well, I mean, the script is what the script is. Simon's done a great script, and so I'm dictated really by what the writer wrote on the page, and so you kind of do what you have to in that regard. And it is difficult directing when you're in something, but I've done it before. I prepare meticulously. So once you've prepared and you kind of you really put everything into it, it becomes easier, especially if you have a good team around you. And I always make sure we do that. I always make sure we have a good team around us.
I'm looking at the trailer. I mean, I haven't even seen the movie yet. I mean, I'm keeping the suspense because I thought I'd speak to you first and then go and check out the film if you persuade me enough, to make me go and see it. I mean, from the trailer, I mean, the fight scenes look like they're taken straight out of the Raid. It's fantastic. And I heard a little rumor flowing around the internet that they were all shot in one sequence. Is that true? Yeah.
So we definitely wanted the fight scenes to be a bit different. I do love the Raid. And we did shoot them in one take. We tried to shoot the scenes in as much as we can in one move, as much as we could in one move, because that's the sort of style I wanted. I want them to be a bit messy, but at the same time, you feel like you're in the room, so you're not cutting away to a punch. You're there, And it was difficult, and it was a definite challenge, and it meant the actors had to get very physical. But we managed to achieve it, and I was very happy with the result.
Yeah, I mean, I read you do MMA training, things like that. I mean, did that come in handy when you're doing these combat scenes, or did an accident you get punched in the face or something like that?
No, I did get. I mean, I don't do the actual fighting. I do the training. I don't do the actual fighting. I'm not allowed. But it is what it is. I did get hit once, but it's all part of it. It's all part of the fun. No one was seriously hurt. I did have a bruised jaw for a few days, but it's all good.
Ouch.
Thoroughly enjoyed it.
Was it worth it though? Was it worth getting a nice sore jaw for what looks to be a very good looking film?
Oh yeah, 100%. Yeah,
100%.
thanks.
That's fantastic. I mean, now Stories 24, Doctor Who, Star Trek, and now The Anomaly. I'm sensing you're a big fan of sci-fi here. I mean, what would you consider to be like your favourite sci-fi show or movie? And do you ever use influential displays from films that you like, sci-fi related, as an inspiration for The Anomaly, maybe?
Not really for The Anomaly. I mean, obviously there's a sci-fi feel, but for me that was just imagining what the world would be like in X amount of years, in terms of phones and tablets and screens and whatnot. But I've always been a big fan of sci-fi. It doesn't mean that's the only thing that I would do or want to do, but it's something that I've always enjoyed and something that I've always wanted to be a part of. I've been lucky enough to be in Doctor Who and Star Trek. My favourite stuff when I was actually growing up was probably Star Wars. That was my main thing, because I had the Millennium Falcon, I had all the action figures and whatnot. Battlestar Galactica I quite liked as well. So I'm really it's just my thing.
I mean, with you saying that you're a Star Wars fan when you were younger, will you be getting a ticket for Episode 7, or you just haven't got the time at the moment?
Oh, I'll get a ticket. Yeah, I'll be in the cinema watching it. That's for sure. I'll make sure I'm there. Watching it. I'm a big fan, so I'll definitely want to see it. I've seen all the others the day they came out. So I'll definitely be seeing the next one.
It definitely looks good, trust me. Some guys who I know are working at Pinewood, they said that a lot's going on. Apart from poor Harrison Ford breaking his foot, everything else seems to be going pretty smooth. So.
Oh, great.
I mean, Ian Somerhalder, Brian Cox, Alexis Knapp, and Luke Hemsworth. I mean, it's safe to say you have a strong cast supporting you in the movie. I mean, what was it like to not only act alongside these personalities, but to direct them at the same time?
Yeah, it was great. I mean, they're great talents. They're great talents. They're people that work very hard at what they do. They've some of them been in business for a lot of years. Others of them have it in their blood. And it was great to work with these people. I mean, Brian Cox obviously is a legend in this business. It was a great honour for him to read it and get it and want to do it. Ian obviously was fantastic. Luke was brilliant, and it was I was very happy to have them. I like to work with people I like. And going to LA and meeting people, I chose the people that I thought could act, but also the ones I just liked, and that's kind of the way it went.
I just want to say, thanks for coming on the show, Noel. I mean, I think I asked enough questions for Hannah not to cut me off the call, which is fantastic.
No, you're fine.
So it's been an absolute pleasure. I mean, I hope the film gets the success it deserves. It's been great having you on the show.
Thank you, mate. Thank you very much.
No problem. Take care.
Bye.
Cheers. Take care. Bye.